for that earlier in life. Now I just sort of coast through the rest of life, and have fun, and not be restricted by people.
Yeah, sounds about right.
My friend, I just talked to my friend the other day, guys I grew up with. His wife. They started in high school, they dated in high school, they got married. They're in their 60s now, late 60s. Smells interesting. They're in their late 60s, and she's got him jumping through hoops and stuff. He's calling me, man. I said, oh, dude, don't call me that. I don't hear it. He said, oh, you're not sympathetic? I said, yeah, I'm sympathetic, but you should know what you were getting into.
I mean, it's been a long time, yeah.
And I said, it's a very simple remedy. He said, what's that? Go your own way. You grow, you got money, you go get your own place. And you ain't got to go through all that because she became religious and all that.
Oh, she got into Jesus stuff real bad?
The Jehovah's Witness stuff.
That's Jesus.
Yeah, and that's more of a cult than a religion.
Come say, come aside.
Yeah, but see,
Tomato, tomato.
well, yes and no.
They're all fucking cults.
Yeah.
A cult, basically, the definition, I know they're not technically by definition, but if you think about it logically,
It's the same.
it's the same thing.
It is.
Some person in the group has complete say over the whole situation,
Yep.
and you can't question it. And the minute you question it, you're on to the next one. Because you'll find somebody who agrees with you of your definition of the book.
Yeah.
So that's all it is who read what and how they read it.
So, it's like anything else in life. We choose the path we want to walk.
No, I don't think we choose anything.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
I think we choose certain things, but at the same time, I also think we're kind of...
Well, a certain amount of it could be, what do you call it? Predestination.
It's just luck. Well, again, if you're of the mindset that there's multiple universes, right?
Yeah.
Which means that every choice we make, like this one right here I'm making right now,
Yeah.
every choice we make is being made the opposite in a different
Somewhere else.
No, not somewhere else. At the exact same fucking moment, just it
Different.
branches off differently.
But it's in a different, we can't see it.
Yeah, it's in a different universe.
Yeah. Or a different dimension, or
Yeah.
whatever word you want to use.
Dimension, universe, same thing.
Yeah.
Because the multiverse is how they're kind of explaining it, where it's multiple
But you know what?
universe in each dimension.
Yeah. But you know what I found very interesting yesterday?
Huh.
So they put me under to do the colonoscopy. Okay? So they wheel me in there and get anesthetist, or whatever they call it, the people administer, put me to sleep.
This anesthesiologist.
That's it. She said, I'm getting ready to administer. And I woke up and I was not in operating room anymore.
Did they tell you not to smoke?
Not to smoke.
Yeah. Shithead's getting, Baby Love's getting put under tomorrow for his knee surgery. And they told him not to smoke for 2 days, 3 days.
Oh.
Because
They told me not to smoke cigarettes. They told me not to smoke cigarettes. They said, but they would probably mean both. They probably mean both. They told them.
Because they don't know how the THC will react. Some anesthesiologists are worried about how the THC will react.
Yeah.
With whatever drugs they're using.
Right. And they may have a good reason for that. I don't know. I've never heard of it, but they may have a good reason for that. But
you just don't wake up.
But the thing is, I was there and then I was gone. And then I was back there again in an instant. It seemed like an instant to me. But the colonoscopy, I think, takes like about 30 minutes. Then they got to wheel out of there and wheel back into recovery. I don't remember none of that. I remember the lady saying, all right, I'm getting into it. And that was it.
Well, that's all you're supposed to remember. That's kind of the point.
But I'm making a point here. So I was out. I wasn't conscious. I wasn't even perceiving anything. It was like being dead.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So sleeping.
No.
Because, well, that's because you didn't remember what your dream was when you were in this, because they're putting you to sleep.
Yeah, but it's not sleep. It's something else. It's not sleep. They might call it that, but it's not sleep.
I've never been put under, so I don't
Oh, wait till the day comes when you are put under. It's weird. It's super weird. When I woke up, I thought to myself, wow, that's like being dead.
I mean, it is.
Dead with nothing happening after you die, but I mean,
Yeah.
not going to any place.
That just means that you, like, that's, if you think that's what's gonna happen, then yeah. But probably not. You know as well as I do, it's probably not what happens.
Well, we don't know that as well, but you're probably right. That's one road that we cling on to because we don't want to die.
I think it's a hive mind with every self that you live in every universe, and when they all die collectively is when you die. I think you pop into, like, you don't pop into, you just disappear until, or you get to watch, watch from the outside the other dimensions and see how they work out.
It's a weird concept. The death concept is a weird concept when you think about it.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. It's been freaking me out since I was a child.
I'm not freaked out by it.
I'm not.
You're not freaked out by it now. Yeah, you're just intrigued by it.
Yeah. Intrigued, but also concerned, because I don't want, I know how quick it and easy it is to be gone, so making a mistake. I'd rather go in my sleep than have 30 seconds of knowledge to know that, fuck, I should have just done the other thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is this?
It is B. Deadhead crossed with 18B.
It has an interesting taste.
City Hippie liked it.
There's a little dryness on the back of it. Hey, my mouth really dry really fast. Is that cheese?
I can see that, yeah. It's real gassy.
It's very gassy.
Very lemony.
Am I getting lemon? Maybe so. Maybe that's
Lemon makes you pucker.
Ah, I'm getting that for sure. Yeah, I'm getting that for sure. This is not your traditional role here.
I know, I tried a big one. Remember I told you, so in another universe, we did a big role, and I'm gonna be a multi-billionaire.
I can't wait till I get this hip done and I go back to being normal Rudy again. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. I can move around and do stuff. And not stay home.
Start exercising again, huh?
All of the above, yeah. Well, I do upper body calisthenics anyway.
Yeah.
But I want to do a lower body on the bike. So I go back to doing that. I do about a half an hour, 40 minutes on the bike. At least 3 or 4 days a week. Well, I used to. But I still do my upper body. My muscle against muscle, my isometrics, I do all that stuff. I need a vacation. I gotta make some money so I can go on vacation.
Where you gonna go? What's your thought?
Hey, we're going to Asia for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a vacation. That's like, has to get your passport vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I want to get out of the country. Canada ain't gonna do it.
I mean, yeah, it is interesting to see the world. I do want to go see other places.
Yeah, Canada's not gonna do
I'd
it.
like to see the South. I'd like to see how bad it is and how ridiculous.
The South is very ridiculous.
No, what I mean, I meant like,
No, it is.
I think the media here is basically like, I have a conspiracy theory that the media is pushing such bad press on the southern countries.
southern cities?
No, countries.
Oh, countries, okay.
Like,
Well, you mean like down South
down
America?
down south, because it's such, because they know that it's like, you can go, like, you can save up 50 grand, move to Mexico and live the rest of your life without really, like, working when you want, do
Well,
what you
yeah,
want.
I can sell this house. The money, my share of the money would be enough for me to move to Mexico and retire
Yeah.
and probably die there.
Yeah,
And that 50,000 would probably still be left after I die.
yeah, that's the point, but they don't want you to know that, because it's warm and it's nice, and people would definitely take their money to Mexico.
I'm just scared of Mexico.
Because of the media, that's my point.
I've done my research. There are a lot, oh no, don't get me wrong, a lot of Americans, in fact, Detroiters, retire in Mexico.
Yeah, because there's a big Mexican
There's
population.
plenty of them down there, but see, they don't do
No,
stuff
what I
like
mean
that.
is there's a big Mexican population in Detroit. So you get to know Mexicans, you get to talk to them,
Oh,
you
yeah,
get to
right.
hang out with them.
I work with
You
the
get to
landscape
working with
with
them. Yeah, you get to working with them, you're like, fuck it, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
Like, why would we save all our money for here when there's no future? Even if I can't, like, it costs so much to live here, like, I could 10 times my money, or 100 times my money
Man.
down there. I was like,
They
why
do.
don't we just do that? Well, because the cartels will kill you. Why would they kill me for 10 grand?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I'm not just thinking about the cartel, I'm just thinking about individual criminals, period. Not just the cartels. Hey, once you cross the border down into Mexico, you don't have no rights. Any country you go to other than maybe England or France or Australia, you have rights. But when you get down and cross into Mexico and go into South America, go to Asia, you don't have no rights, man. None.
You have rights, you
No.
just have to fucking...
You don't have no rights.
What do you mean you have no rights?
You don't have no rights. They'll railroad you. There's nothing that you can say.
You act like they don't do that here. You don't act like they don't pull over kids
I just-
nowadays and throw them in fucking jail for 6 months and then charge them.
I just watched.
You act like they don't do it here, but they do.
I just watched a documentary on black men that served at least 20 years in prison and they were innocent. It's a bunch of them.
Dude, there's a lot, so many people.
It's a bunch
So
of them.
many people who are innocent. But
But-
again,
But what I'm saying to you is no. That we live real good here.
No,
Even
I'm not-
poor people.
hold on,
Let me
I'm not
finish.
saying that we don't.
No, I know. Let me finish though. We live real good here. Even poor people here are rich compared to poor people in a lot of these other countries. They would look at us and say they're rich. The Philippines,
That's fine, because they have a dictatorship that keeps it that way.
yeah.
We have we have a bullshit democracy that's turning into a autocracy, which is doing what? Our poor are getting poorer,
Oh yeah,
they're getting less educated.
They really want to turn this into a third world country to a certain extent.
Yeah, they wanna supply fucking China. Because if they can pay us $5 an hour to do it, like they did over there, now they can sell their shit to the people who are making $10 an hour over there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But the girl told me, she said, "Oh, you could come here." And the black guy that lives there, the blogger, he built a brand new house for $20,000. The land and a nice house, brand new, everything new in it.
Yeah.
And they built it with no power tools. They built it with hammers and files and stuff to do concrete with.
Mm-hmm.
Not one modern tool in the house is beautiful. And it's a one-bedroom. And it's nice size. It's a nice size house. But $20K. And they don't have no rent no more. Okay? $20K for a nice house. Nicer than this house. Nicer than my house. Not as big as my house, but nicer than my house. Because everything is brand new for $20,000.
Yeah.
That's the land and the house.
I know.
And I think that he said the tax is like $300 a year or something like that. So, yeah, you go down there. In fact, do you know what they do? If you want to retire in the Philippines,
I don't want to retire.
I'm just saying, I was thinking about it at one time. if you ever take the Philippines, you go down there and if you put $15,000 in the bank, they'll give you a special visa, where it's like you live there now. And you go and come without going through, all the bullshit every time, because you put money in their banking system.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not talking about a dictator. I want to go somewhere, like, my brother's been talking about Costa Rica.
Yeah, I got friends that rave about Costa Rica, and they go down there every year.
Yeah, he says
They
there's...
built a villa on the waterfront. And I think it's about 4 or 5 of them. I think the villa rents for like $750 a week.
I have to look into it.
That's
I've
big
not looked
time.
into it, but I'm pretty sure it's a democracy. As it is free, it's like, you're a lawyer, probably not.
You can see the whole, you can see a lot of it, and hear about the laws and all that stuff, and follow these vloggers.
Well, I know, but I just haven't got to it yet.
That's all I do.
He ain't left yet. He's gonna try to go on vacation next year, because he's got kids, and the one kid's about to graduate next year.
They said down in Costa Rica, a guy can retire down there and live on about $650 a month. Will cover his rent, food, travel, health insurance, utility bills,
That's a lot.
$650 a month for everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that means you have to work still to get it. Like $650 a month, but like if you have 20 grand, that goes quick.
Most guys that are on Social Security.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's if you're on Social Security, that's different.
Yeah, but that's what most retirees are.
I'm not getting Social Security.
Yet.
If I turn 60, I think I can file for it, but it's not gonna be that much, because I cut out of it, like, in my 30s.
I'll bet you, well,
I mean, I might get back into it later in my 40s.
let me put it like this. Did you work a lot when you were younger?
Yes.
Well, you got something coming?
I know I got something coming. They showed me. But it's
What, about $400 or $500 a month?
probably.
Yeah, it's about something like that. And it'll probably, by the time you get that age to draw it, it'll be more than that.
If it's even there. If we're still here.
That should get going. Oh, yeah, we're still here.
See, that's the thing. I'm not gonna go anywhere that I don't believe has a system that's helping or doing what it should be doing.
Well, a lot of places you ain't going there.
I know. That's why there's places in Europe I'm considering. Like, if Sweden ever legalizes it, then that's,
I watched the thing on Sweden too. I'm not sure about Sweden. I mean, for me.
Well, yeah, because you're a black man.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't think you're an old black man. You just have no money. Sweden requires wealth.
Right.
You have to be rich. If you're rich, they wouldn't give two shits about you because
If I was rich, I wouldn't have to live there. I
you
go anywhere I want to go at any
yeah,
time.
but I still might want to just because
But
I
see,
want my taxes to go to.
By the time you reach my age, you might be rich.
Yeah, I know.
You never know.
We might not need money. Hopefully by that point.
Hopefully. Don't forget, hopefully.
Because it's one of those things that doesn't make sense for the needs, the basic things that, like, if your country can supply it, supply it.
See, the way you're talking now, the way I was talking when I was your age, everybody associated with it were talking the same way. I thought by now, we'd all be kumbaya.
Because money corrupts.
Hey, I thought by now we'd all be kumbaya, holding hands, black and white, green and yellow.
Once they got their parents' money, or got the money from the jobs that they were working, they went, oh fuck, I can't not have this because this is power. I mean, that's what it is. It's power.
It's crazy.
Like, think about that, man. Like, think about all the companies that are open about, like, you've seen that, and you don't go down 9 Mile. But if you had, like, head out 9 Mile this week, today, head down 9 Mile, towards your look to on the south side, and you'll see a fucking dispensary put up. Dude, it's unbelievable. It's gotta be at least
Yes.
$500,000 to $600,000 that they put into this building.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's the kind of money marijuana is making.
I know, it's frustrating because
Well, why? Why is it frustrating?
we ain't in that market yet.
Yeah, well, we gotta do things to up our market.
Do I want to?
Do
That's
you?
the question.
Do you?
Do I want to be? I mean,
Now, do you-
someone comes at me with some ideas, but do I want to put the effort in? Because I know how much work it would require for me to actually take this. See, that's the issue. It's not. I know how much work it would require for me to take this situation we have now and turn it into an actual commercial grow op. And it would take me 5 to 10 years. Somewhere between 5 to 10 years. I couldn't guarantee you which one. But if I put the effort in, it would require me to work at least 80 hours a week.
That's a lot of hours.
On top, not including the selling.
But how many hours are you working this now?
Not even close.
40?
No. Well, I mean, if you count the times that I'm dealing with people, then yes.
You're doing 40.
40.
Yeah.
But again, it's not a hard 40. That's the thing. It's an easy 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an easy 40. If I want to get to that next level, I have to put in a hard 90.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's hard in the sense of I also have to teach myself things. I have to like put so much effort into just learning the market, not even market, learning how to make money to that extent. Like, making money is easy, just making the money we need to pay you and do the stuff
Right.
that we do. That's not, there's not
Right.
to that. But to
Make
make
it
the
money
money
to another level.
to that level,
Or to
not
another level.
to another level, to that fucking level. Because you're not talking, we gotta go up one step. It'd be different if it was like, we're in Oklahoma, right? And it's $1,000. That's one step.
But we don't know what's gonna happen.
No, I'm just saying right now.
Okay, right.
Right now,
Right.
if you're in Oklahoma,
Right.
$1,000 buy-in is one step. Because that means, okay, well, I gotta get the $1,000 license, which is very feasible, but I gotta save up 20, 40, 50 grand to invest in new equipment.
Establishment.
Establishment and stuff like that, whatever it may be. And then from there, I have to work a ton of hours to make sure everything that comes out is primo, so it builds a reputation,
Right.
so on and so forth. Then the work actually helps you get to the third level. Where in this situation, the work is irrelevant. It's more about me understanding that I have to source people and figure out, get the right people to invest in the right things, so on and so forth, to get to that next level. Like, there's no working for 5 years, working our dick off and selling all this stuff. No, there's not enough profit in it anymore for that. For two, the market, to get that market, I would have to put in more, like I'd have to spend weekends at every festival.
You gotta do the work.
Yeah.
Which, you gotta do the work.
Then it begs the difference, do I want, I guess I don't want that much. Because
Yeah.
I don't want, I'd rather live.
You don't want it that much right now.
No, but I'd rather enjoy my life with the things I have than lose my life to some future thing that might not happen. Because again, saying all that, I still have to be lucky enough to get from point A to point B without catastrophe happening, a fire, or say cops showing up and rolling up and taking everything.
Any number of stuff.
Any number of things. Somebody robbing me from everything.
Yeah.
Because again, you start making more money, people start seeing you more. That's another reason in this market is it's hard to get to that third level, because to get from first to third, you have to go and deal with people that then start looking.
Yeah.
And other people start seeing you're dealing with them, so then
When
you become a mark. Or you can become a mark.
You can be.
If you're not careful. Or not lucky. You know.
Yeah.
Lucky enough to fucking make it to the next day.
You know, I think about stuff when I was younger. Like, I think about cars I used to own that are worth $500,000 now. You know?
Yeah.
And if I just
I mean,
put it up somewhere.
yeah, I know. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. If I bought the Bitcoin.
Exactly. It's always in life. In life, is opportunities come and go.
Yeah.
You gotta be lucky enough to hop on when it's.
If I was at ER still, I might be a Bitcoin millionaire. Because, like, when Bitcoin really came out, I was on some half-ass broken computer that I had to plug into the TV.
Yeah,
to use.
right.
Where ER, JD would have had me do it. like JD would have had me figure out how to buy Bitcoin and buy some Bitcoin, and I'd have bought some of my own, because I would have had some expendable cash, so I'd have spent $500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that's what would have happened. If there's a universe where I stay at ER, or I go back to ER instead of keeping on my own shit, that's what happens, realistically, because JD was on that kind of shit. I guarantee he's got plenty. He's probably fucking, there's no way he didn't buy any. Like, he was that kind of dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he didn't sell the first boom. Which means,
well, that first boom was a good one.
the first boom was a good one, but the second boom was better.
Yeah.
Now it's like, if you know, a lot of people will go looking at that first boom and go, God, I've been a billionaire. But again, if they didn't sell it the first time, it wouldn't help the market.
It's like anything else, man. You know.
So your thoughts on this?
We were smoking.
Yeah.
Not bad. I give it about a 5.5. Yeah, not bad. I mean, when you compare it to just regular 18 or regular deadhead, it falls a little bit short.
I get you.
Yeah. I mean, it's good smoke. I got a good buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good smoke. But it's not deadhead, it's not 18.
I get you. That makes sense. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's a good looking one, so.
Oh, you know, that's me.
I know.
Most people say, well, yeah, that's, you know.
Oh, I know. That's stuff. Because I'm thinking the Deadhead Purple Punch is one that I'm going to put a lot of effort in downstairs.
That Purple Punch deadhead, it's in there now, right?
There's some in there now, yeah.
That just stuff.
Yeah.
I had to clean with scissors about 10 or 15 times.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
It is the stickiest thing I ever saw. It's so sticky, man.
Well,
That's what this
those
is.
are one of a kind.
That's what this is.
That's one of a kind. They're not coming. There's no clones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept the one that looked like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put effort in and try to. That's what I'm gonna enter into the hash bash cup this year instead of the sorbet. So I got what we still haven't done that. We'll do that when Lawn Team comes by.